So guys, as usual, um I'm back again on gold. Normally 1 week time frame. 1 week time frame we're expecting gold if it should fall. If gold is to fall, like have less value, start to drop, if anything like economical news or anything try to push gold down, this way should get to this line here. So gold should get to this point. If it should fall from this high, it should get to this point. So price is still up. These are weekly charts. So now we go to the the lower time frame. The more we go lower, the more you see a big picture structure of price action. And we go to daily charts. Here on the daily charts, here is that weekly that we say if price should fall, we should get to, and we marked out this zone. We marked out this zone here as a daily level where price should get to if price should fall from this high, because price was around this high. This yellow candle, this gold candle here was where it was before we now start dropping analysis on gold. So now prices went back and price dropped down here. As price dropped down here, this level here, this dodgy candle here, this indecision candle here you see here, and this gold candle that went up, price now broke down below it. We expect price to drop down. As price broke down below it and start rallying up, at this point we expected price to drop down to this level, and price did just like that, drop down to this level. And I said if price broke down this level, if you break down this level, if you broke with the body of the candle, not the wick, the body, if the body close below this level, we should expect price of gold should drop to this zone, this daily block here, this daily zone, this demand zone. So price now went back up, drop, and I said if price don't break below this zone here, we should expect price to pull back up to where this zone. And if you broke above this zone, we should expect price to get to where this zone here. This is the zone I mentioned of in the last video. So now let's go to lower time frame, like 4 hour, 1 hour, to know what the price is really doing. Why is the price still there? Why is the price not moving very strong? We should just know what's going on there. Go down, we move down to our 4 hour. Now in our 4 hour, we are here in our 4 hour. So this is the weekly. Here is that weekly, and here is the daily if price should fall. And here is the zone where price have been dancing. So at this spot here now, gold dropped from this zone down on the 4 hour. After breaking this level here, this one here, we anticipate price to get to this point, and price did, and still rallied up to this zone here, this zone. And at this zone we expect price, since it did not break it above, we expect price to drop down back, and it respected it and it dropped down. And as it broke below this zone, you can see as price broke below this zone here, this level here, as price broke below this level here with this black candle, very strong candle, we need what? A retracement. And where will it retrace to? If you are taking trade on this rally, where will it retrace to? We should expect price to retrace to this level here, this supply level, and price, and immediately price tap on it, price start dropping. And where will it drop to? As it rally on this side, first we will need it to get to this zone. After this zone, it will get to where? This zone here. This is 4 hour level. This level here is 4 hour. On this level here, you see how price just tap into it, As it tap into it, it didn't break lower. If it broke lower of this candle, if it broke lower, we should anticipate price of gold should get to this daily, around this daily here. That's where we should anticipate gold to get to after the break on that high. After the break on of this high, if it broke with the body here, we should expect gold to get to this point. But first, before it gets to the, after breaking, you retrace. Maybe if you close with the body, you should retrace, and then we take out this low first. After this low, we take out this one too, like that. So now, price of gold now broke lower. It didn't take close with the body, it now went back up. So at this spot here, what we anticipate gold first to get to is around this block here. On this one here, before this down move, we expect price to get to here. And if it close above this one with the body, we expect price to get to here. And if you close here with the body, we expect price to get to this one. And so it did the same thing. After closing above this one here, it went up to close above this one with this candle here. You see, it tap into it and close there. So how it closed, and it didn't close above it with a body, it started retracing back. We are expected to get to this zone here, this black candle here. That's just it. Supply and demand, that's just what move price, and that's how it just moves zone to zone. That's good. So now, getting to this point, at this point now, you now didn't get to this point at first. It got here. There should be in a lower time frame. You see why this price didn't get to that point. So you will retrace back up, and as it's retracing back up, if you get your confirmation, is around here. This is the zone which you should be looking out for. So it got to the zone. It didn't close above it with a body. As it didn't close above it with a body, it started pulling down. We should expect this low here, this body of this low, and price did the same thing, just came down and took out this low, closed with a body, and we anticipate price to drop lower. Price retraced back up and got here, so we expect price to get lower. So on this high now, you see this high of this candle. After price retracing back, we expect it to go down. So after the close of this body of this candle at this point, this one open here, price went down to respect this zone, as I just said, and then now price start pulling up. As it's pulling up, where do you expect it to get to? First of all, it will get to this high. After this high, if the body of the candle close above it, you should see it in this high. And if in this high, if the body of the candle close above this one here, this small yellow one here, you should see it in this one. And if the body of candle close above this one, we should be expecting this high. So as it went back up, you see how it moved. It moved with this one here. It went back, tapping on this one. The body did not close above it, and it started dropping. And immediately start dropping. What will be if I was looking at this chart? Immediately start dropping. Went back up, closing above it. Immediately start dropping. Is this point first? You should look out to get to this point. And when you get to this point, if it doesn't break lower, if you have a confirmation, you can be buying from here to move higher, taking out these highs. But if it goes lower and break below this low of this bearish candle, this black candle here, next zone you should look out for is this low. If you close below this low, next zone you should look out for is this 4R, this in here, this black candle. Should get to this point, and there's daily candle here. That's why you see this D here. This daily candle should get to this low. So this is it, higher time frame key level. So now let's go down to 1 hour. After this one, we go down to 1 hour. You see a better understanding on this price action. So you see how it go back zone to zone, zone to zone. After dropping, it went back up to retrace. After touching, it went down to break down this one. It went back up for this one, came down, back down again. This one held it, and it went back up for this one, and it came down again, close below this one. You know that this is a retracement. Now let's just go to what's happening currently on the charts. So I said something like if the price didn't hold, if the price didn't drop and it was around, let me go to 4 hour. It's like 4 hour daily. I said that stuff. I said if it didn't close below this low on the last video, if it didn't close below, if a candle didn't close below this low, we should expect it price to get to this high here. And if you broke above this high, we should expect price to get to this one. So price just did from here now, just went up, took out this high. First of all, I say you take out this low, this high here. After taking out this high, it went straight to this one. Now price is now dropping down. You see now dropping down. On this drop down now, it's this zone. After this zone now, it might break down and still push lower. But if you respect this zone, it should pull up higher. If you go to lower time frame, you see a zone. Maybe if you are taking a buy from this zone, if you are taking a buy from that zone, you should know where you offset your entries. We're on the chart now, and this 1 hour. Breaking this 1 hour now, going up. On the 4 hour it broke and it retraced, and it's around this zone that is still retracing on 4 hour. But on a daily here, it shows this candle. It didn't respect the candle. It broke down. After breaking down here, it retraced back and drop. Where are we expecting? We're expecting to get to this zone here, this candle, this high we have gotten to here. This candle close if this candle close bearish, next candle we should expect it to get to this spot. After this spot, if it close lower of the candle, we should expect it to get to this zone. And if it close below this one, we should expect it to get to this one. But at this spot now, if it doesn't close below this one and it just respects and give confirmation it doesn't want to go down, we should expect it to get to this high of this candle. When it gets to this high of this gold candle here, next move again, it might come lower. If it doesn't come lower, it should go to the high of this one. That is how price will move until it creates new structure for us. So now that's just how the price work. So back to the business. You see what I was saying? If price retrace to this level, it will drop down to these spots. Then, but now at this spot now, it's retracing back, or maybe from this level, it will drop down to this 4 hour. Maybe from this 4 hour, it will push up like that. But if you break above this one, we expect higher prices. So now on the 15 minutes, let's see what price have. So now price just respected this 15 minutes. Yeah, respected this here. It's pushing up. At this spot here, it might have small rejection maybe to this spot. But if you break below here, you know it's at this spot. But if it doesn't break here, if you move higher and break above this one, we should be going higher. So that's how price move. And let me clear out all these things. Let's start again from start. Let me clear out all this from my charts. So let's see what we have for today. Let me go to daily and then get this off. The one that are not valid, let me get them off. Like this one inside here are not valid. This one inside here are not valid. 4 hours not valid for now because it already respected it. This daily, let me just clear everything. So let me start on the. So my chart is just empty now. We go down. First of all, we start with the weekly. This thing should be every week, but I'm just doing it today because of the news we are having today. So you see where price will be going to. So at this spot here, weekly, we see that this is the one we have here. Let's mark out this high. But look at the low too, but it will first of all get to this high. If you want to go to the low, it will go to the low, but we first of all mark out this high. Let me post it in this gold color. Alright, now you go down to the daily candle. Daily candle, what are we seeing in structure? First of all, we saw this move, this zone here. This is a zone. This zone, if price is dropping, it should get to that spot first before dropping maybe lower to the second candle. If price is dropping from here, it should get to these spots after breaking this neckline here. If you break this neckline, you might see retracement before you break down to this zone. So this is a high time frame I'm looking at, because price broke this zone downward, and this is a zone, value zone. After retracing back with this gold candle, at this point it dropped back, but at this point it didn't break below this one. It start pulling back up again with this candle touching back this up. It's now going down. If you break below this black candle here, then we should expect price to drop lower to this zone. Now let's go to 4 hour. Before we go to 4 hour, let's mark out a valid structure, a valid zone in this daily. Let's mark out this low, because we'll be expecting price to get to this low. Lock it in, and I should be writing it down, like tagging it. Okay, this is a daily. Alright, what was this one? This is the daily too. This is the daily, and this one was the weekly, right? Yeah, the weekly. This was the weekly. W. So this is it. What daily do we have? What zone on daily? If price break above this line, because this where this black candle close, it might retrace and pull up. If you pull up, it should be to this zone, the next zone again to this zone. So we just mark it out to this zone. If it doesn't break lower from this candle, if it doesn't break lower this candle, if you respect it, you should go higher and get to this spot. After this spot here, you should go higher and get to this spot. If you keep pricing higher, so we just need that this high of this candle here, the high of that candle. I think that will be okay. High of this candle. Let me just drop it. High of this one first, and we lock it. And that should be this is the daily chart, so we know that where the zones are there. This for the daily. The next spot now is getting to this after breaking above this line, this daily candle. After breaking above this one, because if you respect this zone here, this black candle, and pull up, because they have NFP, you should get to this zone. If it doesn't break lower, because I was expecting a bullish move, you should get to this daily. And if you break this daily high and retrace back, we should get to this zone here, this one here. Yeah, this one, the high of this candle, because price have been respecting that zone. Should get to that high. So we are still on the daily chart, so I will tag this is a daily, and we are going to lock it in. Now we move down to 4 hour, we will get a setup, because this top down analysis. So now in 4 hour, you see what price is doing. At this spot is pull down, it respect this 4 hour order block, it pull up back, broke this high, we expect it to, after breaking this high, retrace back down. You see, after touching this high, you respect this high of this 4 hour here, it drop down, respecting this one here, it pull back up, broke this high. Watch careful, after breaking this high with the body of this candle, After breaking this high with the body of this candle, it retraces back with this black candle back to where these 4 are. I'll just mark it out just right now. We need to note that level. This is a key point to note, this level here. So if you break below this, we should expect it to move down to where we tag that, we label that D, that daily. That's the daily candle. So this is 4 hour. This is 4 hour. 4HRS. Should just use a little 4HRS. Okay, that's okay. Nice, 4HRS. You should get to that zone. But if you respect it, where should we get to on a 4 hour structure? Where should we get to? As you respect this low, we should expect it to move high to this spot here, this high of this candle. And if you still respect this high of this candle and come down, we should have retracement that will pull up, maybe break it. If you break above this one and retrace a little bit, we should get this daily high taking. So for now, let's go for recent stuff. Maybe after it plays out the NFP, we know where we are heading in price. Alright, so this will be, that'll be for the 4 hours. Oh, 4HRS, that's 4 hours. So that's it. Lock it up. Just so now price respecting it, and nice price start pulling up. Now you know that zone, those zones we are looking out for. Perfect. So if price should come now, if price at this point now break below this one here, where should we expect price to get to? Maybe after a small retracement, it doesn't get to this spot. If you break below this black candle, below this 4 hour, you should expect price to get to these spots here, the low of this 4 hour. And if you break below this 4 hour, we should expect it to get to this spot and feel it before maybe rallying or break down below this one. After break down below this one, we should expect the more down push to this daily here. So we are still in this picture. So now where are we expecting this? Yeah, this low, this 4 hour too. After this one, I will be going down to 1 hour to know. So in case you want to take trade immediately, okay. So that's it. You need to lock it up. So price, you see how price is respecting that candle body. You see how price is respecting that candle body, pulling up. We should expect it to get to this spot if it continues to rally. If it continues to rally that high, we are going there. But let's go down to 1 hour. Let's see more details about what the current price is doing. So now you see what I told you on the 4 hour, we marked out this. So now this is in the daily. On a daily, this was a high. It broke with the body. You see the body, this is a retracement back to where, all this like this is a 4 hour, but this one on a daily candle, on a 1 hour candle, you see it broke down this one, retraced back up, came down. This is now the 4 hour. You see what it is in 4 hour, it feels it, and then we start pulling back up. You see this push up now. If we were taking trade on this push up, let me say if we were taking trade on this push up now, this candle, we are taking trade on this push up, this is what will happen here. If we were to take trade on this push up, immediately it broke and retraced back, we should be looking for buy. But since it broke down this one, because after breaking up, next zone you are looking out for is this black, the top up, the close of this black candle. Now price broke down. Immediately price broke down, you should know that you look for a sell to where this zone. But be aware that this is inside 4 hour. So in 1 hour you can get trade from here. You can still sell. So retracing back up with this candle, you will sell from here because this is it. You sell from here and your target will be around here. You must not wait until you touch the candlestick, because this is what happened as it came down. You know, this is a 4 hour you are looking to buy, so price would be struggling. So at this point, price is now pulling back up at this zone. Now you can scalp. You see around here now, you can see scalp. That's why you see the price is doing what it's doing. You can see that. But when the main this thing want to play out, when the main stuff wants to play out, it's going to be strong move and it's going to break to one side of it. If you respect this high, this low here, you should know that it's going to take out this high, like get to this top. But if it doesn't respect it, break lower, next thing you are going to be looking for prices to get to this zone here. So that's what price will be doing if it does what it does. So now let me say I'm using a zigzag to narrate how price should, like where price should just get to. If price just respect this spot here, if price don't break, either price gets from here now to, on this is a 4 hour, just break to this upside like this, just get to this spot. So this is just it. I think I'm just gonna lock it so you just know where we are. Either get to that spot or the price now fall down. When you break below that structure, you should, when you break below that structure, if you break below this structure here, the next zone you are looking out for is getting to this spot or this spot, which will make price drop either to this level, or this level here. But price should drop, you should maybe to drop to this level, but just this way you just be looking out for, and we'll just lock it. So this is what either what price will do, break to the upside or to the downside. Now it's left for you to go to a lower time frame, like 15 minutes, and see what price is doing in 15 minutes. So now before you get entry, this kind of entry, you need clear confirmation. Beware, NFP news is here, red folded news is here, unemployment rates is also with non-farm payroll, that's NFP. Now either the price come maybe feeling very well, it doesn't break below this with a candle, give you a good structure at this spot, you should buy. So now it gave you a good level of this structure here, you place your buy, you set your limit at the low, targets here or here or here, like that, pull up like until you keep pushing up. Because if this price should hold here, price is targeting this high here, should get to this spot. But if it doesn't hold and price break below here, price like come down, break below here, wait for a retest that's giving you that confirmation, and you should just be looking to sell up to this zone, because this way you are seeing all this now on this time frame. So that will be it for now. That will just be it. Go to lower time frame, like 5 minutes, if you need to navigate and know where you are in a bigger picture. So this is just it, you see. And this is the kind of pattern you look for when you want to take entry, but that is not all the pattern that you just enter lower time frame and start trading. You need to for confirmation first in a higher time frame before you now start pulling down to a lower time frame. So breaking this structure now, this break of structure, but I'm not gotten to this zone yet. Maybe it's just spike down, tap on it, maybe now give you this kind of formation. What formation is this? This is a reversal pattern I'm talking about. Let me try to just mark it out for you so you see it. Reversal pattern is kind of like you drag down, you form a high, form a low. Maybe this low is not taken out yet, but the best low should be taken out. Then we get this kind of move, then come break above this neckline. The break above this neckline now should give you the confirmation. Okay, price, you enter around this neckline, the retracement of it to where you see this block here. When the formation is clear, but this have not been taken out yet. This kind of neckline now, you enter around these spots, and when you enter around these spots, where should you be targeting? That zone I told you about. This is how it's being formed. So that's just it. Just mark out your lines, come down, go back up. This is just the pattern you will be looking out to trade if you are trading your entry on a lower time frame, because this is gold. Wait for a break of the neckline, pushing up higher aggressively. It might not be too much aggressive like that. Then come down to other block, a bearish candle. That's when you're going to feel it. Look for maybe 15 minutes. Yeah, that's where you get your entry from. Those block will be valid. The higher the block, the stronger it will get. After touching this, tapping on it, a feeling, then you push higher. You see the pattern. When you feel higher, where is it going to? You first of all get to this kind of block. After this block, you still push higher to the other one. You see how the pattern is. For the reversal, is the same thing. So this is just it. Not that I'm saying that this is what price will do immediately now, because I'm not getting this kind of confirmation. Yes, it's not. I'm not like go to this 4. I see the 4 out that I've marked out. So if it doesn't play out this way, what was the other way for this formation on a lower time frame? So this is just kind of let me just clown it and then just try to change the formation for you so you see what I'm talking about. This is just it. I don't know how to rotate this stuff. I wish I know how to rotate it. I would have just rotated it, but let me just draw it out for you. Let me do same thing opposite. Let me look for the pattern here, and then when I do it, I will like put it down here so you see how it is when you see a reversal. Like you want to go bearish, the pattern you'll be looking out for. When you want to have a bearish move, let me go to a bearish candle. You see this pattern do form in a key zone. What are the key zones? Those higher time frame, those are key zones. So now let me say just hold on. You just need the neckline break and then retest of it, then you get your entry. Okay, let me use this one here. So I'll be using this one to show you the example of what you'll be looking out for if you are selling. First of all, you need a high. Let me say it from here now. You need this high like this. Come down. After coming down, you need a push up that will break above, then a push down. You see how it is. This is how you look for a pure reversal. Maybe at the break of this neckline now, any reversal you see that's pulling back up to 50%, that's for currency, sorry, not 50% of it, but even though it's in the 50%, you should get a block that's valid. After that valid block, that's a drop. There'll be a drop there. So now let me delete it and then go to a current chart is now, and then show you what I was saying. So you see how it is. It's like W pattern. So now let me just mark it there for you, so in case it break, and then you just look for that kind of pattern. First of all, you look for this is a low to form, high, down, and then sweep up. Then the opposite is the same thing. Like when you break lower and you want to enter, when you just break lower, like let me say break lower of this, and then you form a high. After forming a high, let that high break structure. After breaking the structure, before the high will break structure, know that you take out maybe stops like that, and this is it, and then this is it. So this is kind of how the zone will look like when you're taking that trade. It's difficult to draw like this with this stuff, but you see the pattern from there. That's just how it works. So just keep from higher time frame to down time frame, and then you look for same this pattern. This is the pattern that do form. This pattern do form a low, form a high, form a lower low, showing that break structure. Then goes back up to fill in, maybe back to retest this zone, and then the next drop should be taking these spots out, getting to this zone, or getting to this zone here. So you just lock it up, and then this is what I'll be expecting for gold. This is what I'll be expecting from gold. Let me go to 15 minutes. So it's pulling up. So price has now broke. You see what I'm saying? As it's going up, it's going to break this one. After breaking this one, it's going to break higher. So you see how price is pulling up. It's just respecting it. Respecting. So that's just it. I'll take this off now. Either price goes up or goes down. That will be it for today. And I'm just using this phone and it's overheating. Thank you guys. Just keep updating yourself. Go to your charts. This thing I just did here, just go and try to study it. You see how price is respecting that 4 hour and it's pulling back up to those zones. Mark out the zones like this as you see in my charts. You can take a screenshot of it so you just know where you are. And daily you see like this. You see the daily. So that's just it. Thank you. That will be for today. Thank you for just watching. Try to spend your time and try to comment, and I will know what to do next, and I'll be dropping more videos on this. Thank you.